Mute this. Let me unmute it. Good morning, beautiful people. Sorry about that. It was me. I left the keys to the studio at the house. And I had to come all the way back, go to the crib, go get the keys, and come back up here. Unbelievable. But I'm here. You see who I'm here with. The maestro, the man. We call him the king around this part, this neck of the woods, and internationally known, Mr. Maurice D. Davis in the building. Good morning.
Yes.
Meat Freaks Barbecue in this morning. Meat Freaks Barbecue. Good morning, good brother Saya Quill, aka Mama Quill. Georgia boy, top of the morning to you. Francine Johnson, good morning. Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney. Elizabeth P. Finney. William Socrates. The devil just walked through the door. Lawana Terry, good morning. L the Golden Child Sharp, what it do? Avis, man, don't do that. Don't even come around here going on that other side. Ain't nothing up in there. I gotta go back outside. You don't just be in nobody. Shantae Rollins, good morning. Avis Hopkins, good morning. Taz Montana, 313. My op. T from the D. She know I don't like her. I listen. That's why I can't stand her, cause she rolls with you. She was good till you she started rolling with you, but it's all good. I've been knowing y'all been plotting on me. Terry Nixon. Good morning, Tasha Lynn, lovely one, Cheryl Brody's. Good morning. We got Superman Tiffany Hanger she came to hang out with 810. The morning bump. Love it. Yeah, I know it's a fine, but today was on me, family. I ain't gonna lie. Nancy Adams, good morning. Terry Nixon said, good morning, Mr. Davis.
Good morning.
Tay-Tay in the building, what it do? KC done tapped in. Avis Hopkins, she said, good morning, King. Yo, good morning. First time unapologetic was on time, because I was late today. Cassandra Scott, good morning. I ain't going, we need you. Barb Harrington, pray for me. The devil done walked in. Cameron Hardy, what it do? My sister Renee Jackson, thank you for just tapping in, and thanks for the love this morning. Renee Jackson said she got to go. She got a funeral to go to. You stay safe, and condolences to the family. And Renee Jackson said good morning. Kang. She from Chicago. That's the sister from Chicago. Javier Ellis in the building. The beautiful Sherry Allen. We got Keisha Denise in the building. Unapologetic. I can't stand you in Winters this morning.
We don't like you either.
Javier.
We don't like you either.
I know y'all gonna try to jump me. Michelle 69. Good morning. Crystal Monique in the building. Good morning. Eddie Gray. That's my brother from Charlotte.
Yeah, he don't like you either.
He don't say that. He say he got nothing but love for me. And I got my good brother Woodrow Woody Wood Green in the building. That's the real scoop. He know all this stuff and have his facts together. He ain't like Winters. He's 99. His is usually 100% until he try to talk about the baby old boys. The baby old boys is on the way, baby. They finna come, baby old boys. He inspired me to do baby old boy.
Oh, Lord. How? I really want to hear this story.
Lumi in the building, my good brother. Lumi, Lanita Murray, good morning. And you know RJ Cat, we got to keep it rolling. Donnell Meredith in the building. And you know Lumi come in from Broward County, 954. And that's in Florida.
Good morning, everybody.
In case you don't know.
Oh, I got to share.
I don't see who you sharing it to, the devil himself.
No, I already had a talk with him.
I know you did, knowing real well. I only can handle so much.
Mickey, you're doing a real good job handling.
Wow.
I just want to give you that shout out.
Shout
out to 810 Media Group.
Show it.
And the greatest producer in the world. Around here, we call him Spacely Sprockets, but Now we just gonna call him Mighty Mick.
He quit. just Mick the quit.
Mighty Mick.
Mick the quit. Short.
Oh, shut up, Mick.
Short.
Short. Shut up, Mick.
I'm short, so I guess that's going. Marcus Fielder, my good brother, tapping in from Fairfield, California. Like they act like the West Coast ain't got love for 810.
What side?
Miss Kariza Smith in the building. Good morning. We got
Kariza.
Miss Beverly Biggs Levy.
Big's a bust.
And you know you got my family then tapped in. Maria Carter, the beautiful one.
Hey, Sister Maria.
Then we got Lauren Nye in the building. Then we got Eleanor Wicker in the building. Good morning, Eleanor, Miss Wicker. Miss Kariza Smith, Debbie Clark. Good morning. Good morning. Did you get that? You get John that information?
What did you talk? Didn't you just say yesterday that you gave?
No
him
game. I
everything?
gave him the ones I got. I sent the ones I got. No games. What it do? I gave him the ones I got. We talk about the ones you wrote down because I take care of my people.
And all you had to do was pick this card up right here with these addresses on.
Nah, that ain't. I don't be on that side. I'm on this side.
Oh, okay.
That's how I roll. I'm on this side.
So you done drew the line in the sand already.
Done.
You on that side? Stay ass over there on that side.
And dug in it.
Stay over there.
You know when they say you done dug in, I dug in it. Hot damn it, that's
who I
where it's
gotta
at.
deal with every morning. We can fire him and just put you over there, King.
Now you gonna throw me in the car.
And I'm finna throw her out. She done caused problems today, King.
I ain't caused no problems today. I just got up.
That's where the problem started.
Well, damn. Damn, Mickey.
Good morning, beautiful people. Erston Young in the building. Ernst, let's get down to the business. We got JoJo coming in from Flint, Poison City, USA. JoJo
and with the pretty grandbaby.
Man, and y'all say Erston Young wasn't here. Erston Young is in the building. Kamala Buford, what it do? Then we got Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, the only man that tried to get up and pray for the Flint. They told him, sit your ass down.
Ain't that sad?
That's sad.
Terrible. Man
That's
of
sad.
God, they said, sit your ass down.
Oh, that's sad.
And we got Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers tapping in. Good morning. Miss Ashley Gaddis, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of you, everybody.
They wasn't playing. They said, sit down. Be a man of God and they'll sit you down up here. Hey, Urshi, I'm glad you up here because they've been saying you ain't been there. Uh-oh. Cheryl Brody's then became a member. Uh-oh. Johnny gonna have some information for y'all. Only way Johnny can give it. And let me put this out here today. We're gonna have a good show. The Kane here. We just gonna have a good show. We're gonna give y'all the information because there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm finna start calling you Dr. Kane Davis because
Dr. Kane Davis.
hell
I like
yeah,
that's cute.
because if he ain't been, listen, man, he gave the diagnosis before we found out it's no cure. When
he gave us the book before we even read it.
Yeah, he already had broke it down. Detroit boy, good morning. He gave the diagnosis and said this is what you need to do if you want to survive.
That'd be correct.
And what did they do?
Not listen.
Okay.
Right? We said
They don't
it the
listen.
same
Now-
time, not listen.
Now it's incurable.
The train has
It's
left the
spread it.
station.
Yeah, it is spread. It's incurable. When the doctor was telling y'all, while they listening to them fake doctor up on that council, when the real doctor was telling y'all what was going down every Saturday from 10 to 12, you didn't want to listen. Even came on through the weekdays. Told you. Went over the game plan with you. This how we can fix this. You know what y'all did, though.
Ran away.
Got him out the seat.
That's exactly right. Ganged
They-
up
yeah,
the
got
whole
him out
city
the
against
seat.
you.
That's what happened. They got him out the seat.
But now trying to justify it.
Miss D, good morning. Valerie Barber, good morning. And smash that like button, as Miss D would say. Smash that like button. Smash the like button Because listen, we don't bring this doctor on for nothing. Raphael Berg, good morning. Love Mama, one of my other operas.
That's my sister too.
But you know, that's one of the ops I do like. You know, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, so you
That's
just
one of the
I will
ops I
fight
do
you
like.
about T from the
No, T
D.
good with me. It's just when she got with you, I can't stand her now. Allegedly.
A lot of other people can't either.
It's allegedly I can't
So,
stand T.
Asked
Allegedly.
her how much she cared. Oop, didn't hear nothing.
Not a bit, not a bit. You know, T don't be thinking about nothing. She just tried to threaten me on here, but I will press charges, T. Up this way, we press charges on women, just to give you heads up.
Hey, T, don't worry about it. You have nothing to worry about. Up here, they don't arrest you. And the PPO won't go through, so don't worry about it. You're clear.
But I will go for it. Marshall Green, good morning. Sweet cupcake on break. They said good morning, Maurice Davis.
Good morning,
The
everyone.
star. Odie, what it do? I'm telling you. Kenneth, good morning. I'm just telling you, it's rough right now, man.
I say it's hot out here for a pimp.
Now, it's hard out here for a homeowner.
When they're trying to get the money for a rent.
For the roof.
For the roof.
You got to remix that. It's hard out here for
It's
a
hot
home.
out here for a homeowner.
In Flint.
When they trying to get the money for a roof.
They want you out of here. They like, you got to go.
We ain't fixing nothing. But they are. They said if you come to that third ward thing today, they gonna tell you about sidewalks, getting your trees cut down,
Let me run outside.
home repairs, or getting out of jail,
That's
buying
how
a
they
new
plan.
car,
Getting your hair done,
getting your
nails
hair done.
done,
He
toes,
doing
everything.
everything for the third ward. Everything.
Who throwing this juke joint?
The city of Flint.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to, a lot of the bumpers and the rebooters, and I already said, they probably just going to go ahead and they might have that ambassador lady up there, since it's in the third ward.
Oh, she gonna be there.
They might.
she gonna be there.
I know she going to be there. This is her show today. But guess who else going to be there? Everybody. And this is one of the oldest plays in the book. Now he want to help a week before the election.
Got to get for real. People got everything to lose. This ain't that Democrat-Republican deal. This is personal now.
Right.
This your personal home you're about to lose.
Right.
Whether you listen or not, you're going to lose it.
How is your situation going on? Everybody want to know about that. Like, what's going on over there on Dayton Street?
It's in caught fire over there, man. Man, they getting subpoenas on, what you call warrants.
What?
They come in houses. Now the county done kicked in on it.
What?
Yeah, remember I talked after we got off last week, and I seen Joe King,
Yeah.
the ethics accountability president.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we discussed. They came in on him.
See how they do when they get tired of you? This is what they do. This is the tactics that they pull.
People don't listen.
all the time. And Mr. King, he ain't gonna
Everybody
put up
named
with
Mama
this.
was against me with that last election, but now multitudes. Maurice, what can you do to help me?
Yeah.
The county, you done paid your taxes, but they say they didn't charge you for the last 3 or 4 years the proper amount. So they're assessing thousands of dollars on people and give you a time certain to pay that money. Else you're in foreclosure. So buckle up. They're going to see. That train is in Flint, Michigan.
Sure is.
The gentrification train is here. You got letters coming to your mailbox. They got to get in your house. There's a lot of stuff going on around here, Winter.
Sure is. King, carry the show for a minute. You know how me and Mickey do. We'll dip out on you in a second.
Oh, don't make me do. Hey, okay, Maurice Day Blues and News up in here.
Go on and get it done.
Ain't like
right back.
How everybody doing this morning? Everybody feeling pretty good? Time to get out that bed, sleep ahead. But this ain't Saturday morning. If I was possible, I'd be playing y'all some good blues right now, like I normally do. But I like to thank Winters and Mr. Mickey Jordan for inviting me over here at 810 News Media Group. Each and every Thursday, I'm here, but 5 days a week, y'all. It's imperative. Tell your friends to tune in, because when you're doing a real work around the community, they try to come at you and shut you down. Oftentimes, they did me and Beverly the same way. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't waste my time. If I'm sitting here, please take to heart. When I come, I don't have time to play around. I got work to do. I'm trying to give you some very vital information, especially if you live in that north end of Flint. And this election that's coming, I want to say Tuesday. Time flying so fast with Miss Beverly Biggs. It's imperative. I know a lot of people already voted absentee, and we have to discuss that. I guess we'll do that in a minute. But y'all, it's time to ring them phones. Me and Beverly, we done called everybody we know over in that third ward. And I'm so happy to hear a lot of them already voted absentee. And Miss Beverly Biggs is the conversation. And y'all, that's all I can say. It's vitally important. Keep your tune, your phone tune, your whatever tune, social media, A10 News Media Group, 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm. And listen, he showed us the light. The king himself. Nah, Maurice, you been telling them though. I don't know how they wasn't listening to you.
Well, you know, we got a lot of pride, Mickey, and a lot of people, when you first tell them, they push back saying they ain't worried about their house and on their taxes paid, their water paid, and they push back. It ain't about you. But then again, after they realize in a short time, they come back and say, wait a minute, what was you saying? Because I got this letter. I can show you my phone right now, a foreclosure letter a guy gave me yesterday. I mean, they getting them. They coming at you. They coming at me. Like the day is May 1st, so my water supply been cut off yesterday.
Wow.
And Maurice D. Davis don't owe nobody nothing but the love. Let's put that up front. But they got to get in your house. And they said even, didn't y'all do didn't they have budget hearings or whatever? Mm-hmm. Notice they started coming up from planning and development and about houses and how it's imperative to get in these houses because people taking too long to die off or move out the way. They can't fix that water on the north side.
People taking too long to die.
Too long to die.
Cold-blooded.
I'm telling you, it's eerie. I keep telling Beverly, why nobody see what I'm telling them?
Why they won't do nothing? That's why I don't understand. Like,
your life don't count. Your services is no longer needed. You don't have a skill set. They can't hire these kids.
My
Where they gonna work?
And did you see what I put on Facebook the other day? One of my one of the bumpers sent it to me. Mm-hmm. They trying to recruit kids for. Let me read it because I do not want to get it wrong. And I'm like, it's a good program, but it seemed like child labor because I know they make a whole lot more than this. Mickey crack it up.
You said child labor,
I mean, it do
allegedly.
seem like child. No, not allegedly, my ass. Listen to this. Job shadowing program requirements, ages 16 to 24.
Yes.
Partnering with the City of Flint ARPA funds to engage the next generation of skilled tradesmen. Now, how you know how much skilled trades make in the shop? And so participants, they don't tell you where to even go sign up at. You must be between 16 and 24, low income, City of Flint residents, and have an interest in skilled trades.
Stipulation.
Look how much they going to make. $15 an hour.
Yes.
For skilled trades. Maurice, how much skilled trades make in the shop?
$45, $60, $70 off.
Why you think they trying to get people out now? Like, if you notice, and they want to get the older people out because they're not dying off quick enough.
Right.
So they want to force you to retire. They trying to get them out because they want to get the new people in. Thanks for Zente, Dave. Lunatic 1965. And is this what we're doing? So they can't foreclose on a paid for house. I mean, up here, to be honest with you, in Flint, what you might think you can't do, you can do. That's how I'm looking at it now.
Right.
Because if you know Maurice, his bill's paid up. Right. Maurice was telling people during the height of it, pay your water bill, keep up on your taxes. This man right across from me was begging that for years.
Woodrow, I'm not stupid. I know what job shadowing is, but I also know how much skilled trades people make. And 16 to 24 years old, I mean, you should be making more than $15 an hour. They can make $15 an hour at Taco Bell.
Put the boots on the ground into reality. How in the world you going to circumvent going to college then? Think about that for a minute. You got to have apprenticeship and all that stuff. You're actually them college degrees.
Yeah.
You don't just walk into that stuff. But how in the world you gonna even do that if you don't even know how to sign your name to a
Or
check?
read.
You can't read. You got behavior. This
Math,
been
all of that.
compromised. This
Right.
whole environment we living in severely compromised to where the whole world came in to help us.
Right.
$600 million. The discussion, and they done gave us the banana in the tailpipe. They done took our mind off of not giving these kids. Got upwards of 80% of that money of $620.2 million, and these kids ain't seen one dime.
Man, you had some people said, I think that was Sis Audrey. If I'm wrong, Sis Audrey, I didn't mean to butcher, but I could have swore at council. She said some of them kids that paychecks weren't even right from the summer programs.
I know $15 is for job shadowing. It's not the same as being certified in skilled trades. I know that. But I'm just saying, look what they paying to just job shadow. 24 years old, you are not a child. You are not in high school. I mean, I have an issue with this if don't nobody else do. I got an issue with it. You out of school by the time you 18.
Right.
Okay?
Lenora
So
Seal,
from
good
19
morning.
to 24, you job shadowing? And then what? It only gives you 100 hours. Willingness to commit to the 100-hour program. You got to pass a criminal background
So that's high
check.
school.
You got to have 24 years old in high school.
Man, I could scream. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm
absolutely
saying?
Right.
And then you got to have a work permit, the background check, criminal background check. You got to have a bank account.
Put yourself in that shoe as
a young kid.
Let's go back. Okay, we're in 2025. Let's go back to 1977, March 17th to be exact, when I hired in Chevrolet. Now watch this. Right out of high school, I could have went to any plant in Flint, Michigan. It was 3 or 4 of them. Had 3 shifts.
Yeah.
And all you need is high school graduate. Right out of school, gave me good credit, house, and everything.
Fisher Body, AC, and Buick.
Now, what do these kids get when they graduate? That little penitentiary?
Job
or
shadow.
No, they get in jail.
Yeah,
They got to compromise their mind,
Yeah.
and we up here playing games. I could scream. And Granny and them is still raising. They done raised their own kids. Now they got to raise their grandkids. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people looking at us right now know exactly what I'm talking about. Taking them to school and the whole 9 yards.
That's true.
While they still go out here and still make kids, babies.
That's true.
It's sick. It's sick.
Lenora Seal, good morning. I want to miss nobody.
And that's all I'm saying. Thank you, Detroit boy. $15 an hour ain't shit. Not when they asking for $200,000 for the program down there.
My homie from the South Side shooting the shit T.
And I didn't even think the whole point of this post was this didn't even pass through council.
What is minimum wage? Angie Mack, good
Taco
morning.
Bell paying $15, so
Sure
I
is.
don't know what minimum wage is.
When it 12 or something, they
Yeah,
finally
about
moved it up to
$12 now.
$12.
Yeah, $11.50.
But they should be doing a cost of living because stuff is finna get tight.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, it's finna get tight. You already saying they making cuts.
And I get it, Nancy. She said 15 isn't enough to live on, but you need to work your way up. This not a work your way up program, baby. It's $100, 100 hours. That's it. And then you done. You
So
can't
what
get no
skill you gonna
certificate.
learn in 100 hours?
Thank you, Maurice.
None.
Thank you,
How much
Maurice.
teach you how to play a guitar in 100
Thank you,
hours?
Maurice. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it's reality.
Thank
It's
you.
easy being a grown person. You already settled down. Come from a compromised position. They
Right.
can't comprehend. They're on 88. They're on all kinds of medications.
Mm-hmm.
They got all kinds of issues. They compromise. They should be able to be taken care of the rest of their life if you're from Flint, Michigan.
That's true.
Period.
That's true.
With health care, if you want to be fair. But it's the poor.
Facts.
We're our worst enemy.
Well, Lorna said, Uncle Sam gonna get half.
They can't buy no house or car with that kidney.
Oh, Nancy said if you under 17, they only have to pay you sub minimum, and that's only $5 an hour.
And you see what Noble Max said, Norfolk Naval Shipyard hiring in Norfolk for VA train, 6 months work, 6 months over $65K a year. Who working for $15 an hour?
Right. What do you say? Taco Bell ain't giving you a look at the job that can be a life career. Neither is this program. They not giving you no life. It did not once say in here you will finish with a certificate on skilled trades or journeyman
People that's
and go
looking at
on
us don't qualify now. And I know people might get pissed off at me, but in reality, And I have this discussion every day. Technology then surpassed people. I was out at FedEx yesterday just emailing documents and mess. But to operate that equipment now, remember back in the day they said, well, go to school to be a computer repair tech.
Yeah.
You know how much that pay? Go out to Best Buy and see.
We laughed. We laughed back then when they said, y'all better start working on computers.
But it's that train that we facing right now have left the station now. Mm-hmm. It's running. You buy a new phone or computer today, it's got to update.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. If you ain't updating, you left behind when the last time you updated your knowledge.
Right.
Sure.
A lot of people, if they quit their job now and try to go get a job somewhere else, see if you qualify.
Right. Sherry Allen with the super chat to 1999.
Thank you, Auntie Sherry.
Thank you, beautiful Sherry Allen. Nah, what you said, Maurice, is on point.
All facts.
Because like back in the day,
truth.
like Allen put this up on here. He said they took trade courses out of schools that would allow them to have a job.
He preaching.
Remember, they used to have wood shop.
I took tool and die at Northern.
Auto mechanic.
I had
all
Mr.
of that
Waters.
stuff. You remember
That's
that?
how I learned how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I had tool and die.
Driver's training was free.
Yeah. You had auto mechanics with, what's his name? Mr. Ewing. Chartered at Northern.
Then they took the men out the house to help teach the boys.
Man,
so now you got all girls at home.
Good morning,
you know what
Christy
I'm saying?
Coleman.
They can't change tires. They can't do nothing.
You had to learn that, but I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get that part of the game. But I remember, my uncles would want to have us out there learning how to change tires. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know I didn't like it, but I do know how to change it. You know what I'm saying? But you had to be out there. Like, I got cousins that knew how to do brakes at 16, 17.
That's right.
My hands were just used to count money.
But that's true. But you're saying a valid point, Mickey. A lot of guys our age, they took that mechanic class.
Yeah.
They fixed up their own cars and stuff. They fixed up cars on the block for other people.
Yeah.
They don't give them any skills. That was my whole thing. It wasn't about, people, when I talk,
the skill center still
they take
here,
it so personally.
but it's not for the Flint kids.
When I was against that RX Kids, it had nothing to do with anybody personally.
Man.
It was the program, because you paying people to have babies, but you not giving them the life skills to sustain themselves. When that money cut off at a year, that's a pipeline to welfare.
You paying them to be hoes. Anything go against scripture is satanic. How in the world are you going to tell a girl just go out here and get pregnant by anybody? What happened to that child's son? I mean, the mama's son.
Because he's still paying child support.
That's correct.
They ain't giving him no break.
It's corrupt. And that's why we the head, the tail, not the head right now. Mm-hmm. Ignorance. The wrong people in leadership. You got to go up out of that. How am I going to get different results doing the same mess over and over?
That's the definition of insanity.
That's
doing
why we don't
the same
have
thing
nothing.
And expecting different
Everybody
results.
running for these offices to hustle, right? Good skills, good interviewing skills, and ain't got zero common sense. Yeah. And that's where we at.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's like, man, this thing's so messed up, man. I like I said, I'll be watching when I get up in the morning. I went to bed early yesterday.
Man, we gotta watch that Wallow. I gotta finish watching that. What's that man name? There's two of them.
$1 million worth of game, Wallow and Gilly.
Man,
who they had on there?
Tony put it in reboot, and it was some information. They was with Deion Sanders.
Okay, but I got another one for you. Y'all gotta go watch the Corey Holcomb show last night. He had RZA Islam on there.
Oh,
go watch that, and people will have a better understanding of what's going on.
That's right.
He was breaking down called the honey trap.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us get caught up in that. And he was talking about Shannon Sharp was going on, the honey trap, how black men get jammed up. Because like he was saying, you got to understand, he's like, these people, this how they will study you. They said they'll give a foul on you. This COINTELPRO he was talking about, though. And you look how our stars get caught up, how our entertainers, you know what I'm saying? You be seeing, like he said, these women, they be want to be OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? He said they do this knowing they can get $4.99, knowing this stuff gonna come out later. But he said how they do this, and this like how Shannon Sharp got caught up. He was finna offer her $10 million.
What?
Yeah, he was gonna offer her $10 million to keep her quiet.
Sure did.
But she found out, but he was letting her know too much information. She wanted $50 million. She ain't pressing no charges on him. She want $50 million. Knew he was finna get $100 million contract.
Did he lose his contract?
he probably he probably don't get that 100. It might be now because because you're gonna have them. What do they call? They put them in them contracts as a clause. Damn, what kind of clause? You can lose your contract on it. That's how Michigan State coach, the brother that lost that 100. That
Bringing
100
a
man.
scandal to reflect
But
badly
I
on the
forgot
company.
what it's called in the contract.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that could mess Shining Sharp up. But like he said, really, like I say, go watch the Corey Holcomb show, the 5150 moral clause, a morale clause. Thank you for that, Mark Hutchins. See, you know what I'm saying.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, the Corey Holcomb show, the 5150. He had Riz Islam on it this past Tuesday. Go check it out. RZA was dropping dimes in there, all type of jewels in the conversation, and you can understand like how our politicians, our entertainers, you know what I'm saying. And then I was watching another one. They was like, "Why you think?" It's terrible, man. What's really going on? But how you seeing how we caught up in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, look how the confusion going on in Flint. We got a water crisis here. Still. But yet you will see us all arguing. You see all the stuff that's going on. Even with Jed coming in. Look how Jed didn't shine the light. It ain't like it, people ain't been trying to shine lights. Let me just be real. But sometimes you have to, this is like a relay race. You have to pass the baton. You still on the team. But each person can take it to another level. You think Neely don't want to deal with this? Jed got them in federal court.
Hell no.
And you know what I seen something? Why wasn't on the Flint Beat channel no more page about Jed suing the city of Flint and the police chief?
Some things they can't report on.
I mean, they took it down.
When you getting money from certain entities, you can only talk about certain things.
Oh, they're going to tell you what to talk about.
Facts.
Callaway Lane.
We done heard that
You're going to get a phone call and look here, bro,
Deborah
I need
Luna.
you to do this. I'm talking about what I know to be true.
Oh, we done
And
had
that's when
the
they
offer.
come at you.
We know. They said you can get this, but you got to talk about climate control, winters.
Yeah, but they
know
don't
shit about no
suggest it.
damn
They
climate.
don't tell you what. Look,
Yeah.
you don't need to be talking about that. We need this done. We need this done like right now. I need you to get this done for me.
We could have been sold out, but we ain't talking about no weather and climate and all of that, flowers and
Well,
stuff.
locally, you sold out. It's bigger than Neely. We sold, it been happening around, and they made us sell our own neighborhoods out. Notice, it ain't all over the city, and that's what we can voice. You got half of Flint struggling to make ends meet this morning. Kids struggling at Durant, Torrey, Mott, and all these other schools where their kids been poisoned by this water. But then you got your culture center academies. You got the powers. You got people that's doing swell.
Right.
So they don't give a damn about your struggle until they get hungry.
Right.
Tornado come and hit your house, it ain't gonna make. Oh, I sure hate what happened when this, cause my house, it didn't. My power even still on.
Right.
You don't feel what I feel, and that's what they did to us.
Right.
And we are our brothers and sisters' keeper, Winters. And I just wish with all I got, the pain of what we finna go through.
Finna
Not
be rough.
everybody. On that north end, it's gonna be unbearable.
But
It's
you know
finna
what?
be rough.
Them guns and them blinkies, they moving closer to the west side, to the south side. Now it's affecting some of their neighborhoods. Now it's violence is the issue in the city.
But watch this. Trust me on this. Flint Township, ain't no blinkies gonna round off out in there.
Show lane.
Other than right there at Sunridge.
That's
Pay
it.
attention.
That's it. That's it.
They've tried it at Sulphur Court going toward Flushing. Bring it out in Flint Township before you get home. Them police waiting on you. They park waiting on you. And you get to watch your head and get in this car.
Yeah.
No, it's rough.
They got flock cameras. They can do what they want to do, but certain things is allowed at certain time and for training purposes.
Yeah. You right.
I could scream, man. I could scream at what I know.
Terrible.
It is terrible.
We went down that rabbit hole.
Oh, went down it in a ship quick on light speed.
But it's gonna hit all of us.
Oh yeah, but see, that's how it always do. See, when they thought the crack cocaine was only gonna stay in the inner cities, then when it hit Wall Street, then it became a problem. See, they always keep thinking they gonna keep it. You know, to me, it's like the wealthy. They try to pass the burden on the poor. and they want to make all these excuses on the poor people. How long you gonna keep having these, having people we living in? Man, it's terrible, man. I was just at my homeboy house yesterday. When I tell you turn the water on, you got to let it run for 7 minutes, man. For it to clear up. Foul.
The bacteria still is in there.
Yeah, foul. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, it's like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. But we all fighting each other.
Right.
We study fighting each other, and as you say, this bigger than the mayor. You know what I'm saying? But we fighting, but we fighting each other. If you notice that, we the ones fighting each other.
It disarmed the man.
Yeah.
If you think I'm lying, the streets used to be a way that if you didn't go to college, you could make a living.
Sure could.
Picking up numbers.
Yep.
Selling your little weed.
Yep.
Whatever you did in the streets. Not hurting nobody, but you made your living to feed your family. Now, them same bastards, they took me and Mays, and I could say all of us, Inez Brown, Suzanne Wilcox. I felt like I was in the mob when I was on council. I'm telling you what I know to be true because I'm mad because I look at all these gigantic dispensaries, and then I look on the backside, all the black folks that wanted to open up a dispensary.
Can't even
Maurice,
afford.
would you help us? And all of the attorneys, me and Mays side, but that's why I said, I'm not talking about what I think should have happened. Just me and him and certain attorneys. I'm going to leave their name out right now, black attorneys and big boys. Now look at all these dispensaries. At first, they duped them.
Yep.
I can name some preachers that gave these marijuana cards. Where in the hell is y'all cards at now?
Right.
They stopped it. You can't even make a hustle if you're on the streets now and you don't have the qualification to go out here and skill trades to feed your family.
They put Pookie and Ray Ray out.
But now they took their money and open up these dispensaries. Now the black men don't have nothing. You ain't gonna make no living selling no damn t-shirts.
And how many people? And how many people went to jail?
No, you got the money has been made. Federally, they don't even recognize marijuana right now. I'm sure y'all know that.
Yeah.
You can't put that money in a bank.
Nope.
The storage units and all this other stuff. But they come in here on every corner now. Guess who's selling the weed? The government.
And it's not us. We can't even get half the amount for a license to sell weed.
The state of Michigan.
Right. The government.
Yeah.
The government.
What you gonna help the schools and look at all of the schools.
Our schools closed.
All of the North End, all of our schools, Southwest, North, everything is closed. How many lies y'all gonna keep buying?
Wow, look how they just did them down in Mississippi.
Man, I could scream how ignorant we are.
This coming from Raphael Bird. Not to cut you off, he said, hey, the government took the water in Jackson, Mississippi. If any decisions are made, a federal judge make it that pertains to the water. Mess up. Wow.
We fried.
Oh, it's okay. Sonya says, Mickey, you see that the owner of the Flint beat tight with Neely. Wow. You know what? To be honest with you, I didn't know, but I could believe it. I only met her twice. Jaquanda maybe 3 times. I might have met her 3 times. But I mean, if like you said, if they getting money, you got to do what the people tell you to do. That's what's cool. But when you take their money, what you think you supposed to do?
What they tell you.
What you think? See, people forget what Donald Sterling said. Remember, he was the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. When he came out on Magic Johnson, when he was mad for Magic messing with his woman,
hey,
Sean Sims would have do, and he said he was like, I feed them, I clothe them. They look at them as property, these athletes. That's just like what you looking at Deion's son when they came out. And this one, I can't stand Chris Carter. Much stuff as he did, Chris Carter was on coke. I don't want to bring it up, but he was on cocaine. He was the worst player coming in partying. Deion's son gonna say it wasn't no collusion. But then in the second breath, he had to be humble. What's up, Jacob fella? He said he had to be humble.
Hey, Jake.
When they saying they gotta humble, you gotta humble a person because he came he came too cocky. Listen to these people, these athletes that's talking. Look at some of these people on these anchors, these sports broadcasters. You know who keeping it more real and saying it what it is?
Wallow and that.
Nope. The white ones. I'm saying that's on the main sport, like on sports, and it's the white people speaking up. Mel Kiper Jr. But I understand what it is.
So you saying that boy was literally blackballed out there?
Yeah, because what Deion did, Deion dared to challenge the institution. Meaning he couldn't do what Jack Elway did.
Wow.
John Elway daddy said, if people remember this, nah, my son not going to the I was the Baltimore Colts at that time for sure, Indianapolis Colts. He not going to them. He'll go back and play baseball.
But didn't Deion say something about y'all? Didn't say nothing when Peyton Manning?
I'm finna tell you, Archie.
Okay.
I was finna get, but the first one was Jack. People forget about Jack Elway. That's John Elway daddy.
Okay.
Then you get Archie Manning did it.
Wow.
But then they saying they don't want Deion. You know this Deion. He might say, if all Deion said was this: he been in the league, he know the game, just like Archie been in the league. He was just like some franchises would just use your. He wanted his son to be on a competitive team. He didn't want his son to be with a franchise that was gonna probably burn him out. You know how many years I've been watching football, and I can tell you, I damn near can pick a quarterback and tell you from watching him in college, he ain't gonna be good. It depending on what franchises they go to, what head coach they up under. You know what I'm saying? But he dared to be different. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at them, they letting you know. That's why I tell people, go get that book called $40 Million Slave. Just because you got money, go get that book called $40 Million Slave and you'll understand. See, they don't understand,
Who is Mel Kiper?
He football analyst.
Oh, okay.
He got on from, you know what I'm saying, through the draft. Found him a job.
Wow.
You know you see how they can find jobs for people? Why you think they want the agents in? Because Deion was the agent for his sons. Why you think they mad at Maverick Carter, LeBron James homeboy? Well, they changed the rules. Now you got to go to college. You got to take a degree if you want to be a sports agent. You didn't have to be that at first. But what LeBron James did, see, that's why when I be watching these sports shows, I like to, when they do the call-in, you really get to see, if you want to see racism, do a sports call-in show. And then when one of them athletes mess up, take their money. They need to do this, but they highlight, just like Charleston White. I should have shared the clip today. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people get paid money, man, but they mad at LeBron. I'm going to just show you how wild this is with LeBron James. They don't talk about the Berries that was in the league. One of their kids, I forgot what Berry was the bum. He averaged 2.3 points and was able to get millions of dollars.
Wow.
And got to get 30 minutes. That's what people fail to realize. Give Bronny James 30 minutes. I bet you he can get you 4 points.
Right.
But see, people don't understand that aspects of the game on what's really going on.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I was listening to Chris Carter. Well, maybe down the road, these people might don't forget. He turned a couple people off. I ain't never seen so many people be scrutinized. This man ain't had no off-the-field problems. That's just like with Cam Ward. When him and Cam Ward, I'm a football player. When Deion's son was like, let's go make a rap video. Let's go do this. I'm a football player. It reminded me of Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Wow.
That's what it reminded me of. Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. It's like Joe Frazier wasn't understanding what Muhammad Ali was saying when he was talking to him. Even go back when you go look at Joe Louis. When Joe Louis was talking, what's the dude he fought? Max something. The German guy. Max was trying to get him, Joe Louis, to buy him the Pepsi Cola. Just go, but see, when you really watch the shows, you will see where our minds are at. When you watch these shows, when you see,
show here selling the truth
when
today.
you go watch these shows, man, I like to watch the old movies, man. When you really go see it, it's like, damn, we worse now. Because back then we had our own.
Wow.
Right now, we ain't nothing but consumers.
That's correct.
And we being told what to do. Look how we split up in the community. Damn water crisis. We splitting up. Then we show you the system so gangster. Even, what up, Snow? Good morning.
Hey, Snow.
Even when you get people up in there, when you get them up in there, what they do, like Jordan Sheridan said in his book, We the Poison. You know what I'm saying? We the poison. What they say? You go in there, be with a billionaire, they come out, different attitude.
Sure do. All they got to do is give us a little chump change.
That's all.
And then we
and a
go.
pep talk.
That's it. And I think he the best thing possible. And it talked about folks for years.
Max Smelling, that's just Max
And
Smelling.
you get to rub elbows and you
That's
think
right.
you somebody.
Look, but look how Joe Louis got played. Look how all them made money off of him. He went into the Army for them. Let me just say it for them, and what they hit Joe Louis with tax evasion, shit, all all them fights he put on, they wanted their money. That's how Uncle Sam will play you. Now, you really want to get technical. That's how really they'll play you. How these athletes who played, did all this, caught the ball, dunked the ball, they die broke, but the agent be rich.
Right.
The agent ain't dribbled the ball, ain't caught a football, ain't ran a sprint, ain't did a check, ain't did a nothing.
That's because they be trusting them too much with their money. They don't know how. They don't have the skill set or the education to look over their own money.
But
Music and all of them.
for sure, Raphael.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Maurice. And I know you got tons of stories. You probably know people that can play the guitar and sing better than some of the folks that's out there.
And they don't let you in. Just like with Chris Shields. Can't know anybody get in the ring and fight that girl. You got to come up through the ranks. What they let you do. It's all about money, like Mickey said. They controlling it.
And they even rebranding her, changing her attitude around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she want to make that money,
They're making her marketable now. Yeah.
Boxing is short lived.
But who you think? But listen to this. They pick and choose who they want to put at the top. They pick and choose who they want. Like you right on that too, Lumi. But see, Mayweather, just think about this. Mayweather got no endorsements, undefeated. He did no endorsements. He got no endorsements. Most of his money came from boxing. Wow. He didn't get no endorsement deals. Like, when you ever heard the heavyweight champion, if they lightweight, middleweight, cruiserweight to heavyweight, even featherweight, when do they don't get commercials and you see them? Wow. They pick and choose who they want to put up in there. Right. You know, they talk about Don King, but they don't talk about Bob Arum. Look how many people Bob Arum done beat. But this what I will say. We got to do better with our own people. Just because we seen, because what it is with us, we'll see the game, like I be saying, my auntie used to tell me this and my mom, it's learned behavior. Right. Why you think, like, they mad at Puffy with, this what he did, but why y'all ain't saying nothing about Clyde Davis? Where you think Puffy learned all this from?
That's a fact,
They talk
Mickey.
about,
right.
they talk about R. Kelly, this and that, but why y'all ain't talk about what's my man Harvey Weinstein?
Right, they don't want to talk about
in the movies and that. No, because they will highlight the blacks.
That's right.
We'll highlight that with no problem. My thing is highlight all of them. What about Kevin Spacey?
Oh, what about their beloved Elvis Presley?
Yeah, but
let's not talk about how old was his first wife.
Jerry Lee
there you go.
He married his cousin.
Yeah, what's that other one? Woody, what's his name? Woody somebody?
Hefner?
He married his stepdaughter.
Yeah, it's just showing you.
Yeah, all them women.
Yeah,
Woody,
she was
man.
the Playboy man. It wasn't all
Hugh
wrong with Hugh
Hefner.
Hefner. Hell, the Playboy Mansion is a tourist spot now,
But look how they can do stuff. Jack Johnson got hit with the Mann Act. Now they coming in with Puffy. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff, man, that you be seeing that's going on, but they pick and choose who they want to bring. No, this is, what about Bobby Womack? He said, what about Bobby Womack? Yeah, but that be learned behavior, man, that they notice, that they set up.
I said Woody Allen, that was his name.
Yeah, Woody Allen. When you be looking at all this stuff, but Woody Allen was still a beloved movie dude.
Yep, they didn't bring him down. Yeah. But it seemed like they bring down all of our top black African American celebrities one by one.
But that's what RZA was saying when he talked about the honey trap. He said it's been an old COINTELPRO that they did, how they sick the woman on you and you don't. How you think you get into that $100 million range? You don't put yourself in there; they put you in there.
Right. And they will take it away.
Yeah,
from
how you
too.
think? If I give you something, I can take it from you. Yeah, and you know what you gotta go do.
Y'all hit that like button. We got over 200 people. We need that them likes up.
I mean, I'll give you a better one. Remember, people was mad at Cat Williams when he said Tiffany was not a funny person. He said he felt like she was a Hollywood plant. She come in act ghetto. She can't do this and that. Which way has Tiffany's career went? Spiraled out of control when she was doing her shows because she was made up funny.
Thinking like,
Kevin Hart,
really did
another one. If you go see his shows when Mike Epps was coming out, said, man, Kevin Hart just be still. He go to the where the new comedians coming in, because they still be hitting the small clubs. He was having his boys there stealing their jokes and put them into his what's the name. I remember Mike Epps came on the Breakfast Club and I don't know if it was 20
and told the joke,
and they got mad.
Yeah.
They got mad at Mike. Oh, he hating on, you know what I'm saying? Then when it said, then Cat Williams, he hating Cat Williams on drugs. Now you start being on drugs. Sonya, I believe you, but you know what I'm saying? This is how this stuff is made up. Now, you have to really look at Charlie Sheen passing age around, was passing, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy.
What happened to Michael up in Lansing with AIDS?
Magic Johnson.
I
don't think Magic.
He's the only one I ever seen never died from AIDS.
Had the cure.
Hey, he got that money.
No, you know what it was? You have to watch Dick Gregory on one. I'm going to tell y'all straight up now. This might be conspiracy theories, but this what Dick Gregory said on one is I can't pull it up. He said Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan got caught point shaving.
Oh.
He said people don't really want to talk about that. Go pull up Dick Gregory when Jordan died, allegedly, when he said Jordan died, he said, man, that was gambling death. He said they had to let Jordan sit down for a minute. He said Magic done was point shaving. He said Magic had AIDS, now he ain't got it. The first one that got cured. He never had it. But they had to come do something. Then you go back to the one referee when the Spurs beat the Pistons.
Oh.
And he was cheap. They had this in the game, but you see how that got swept up under the rug? They gonna protect their brands, but it tell you it's sports entertainment. Just like movies, entertainment.
Right.
And wrestling.
I agree with Sean. He said once that celebrity give the no answer, then the white goes and digs up dirt and destroys the black person. And it does seem like that when you get to a certain stature and you're like, wait a minute. I need to get control of my masters. I need to get control of this. And it's like, wait a minute. You're not about to get none of this because you may be richer than us. And then they cut you off at the knees.
Now look at Diddy. Diddy had been doing stuff. When Diddy came up there, this started with Diageo. This was people, not that liquor company. When he went and seen, the thing was, no, we giving you $60 million a year. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? He wanted more. When he went to their farm or whatever, where they produced it at, he seen that they didn't have his agave plants together. Like, man, this ain't enough to make my batch. He seen where they was playing him at. Then when he went to saying they was racist, but when I remember reading a book when Jay-Z was saying it's a 5-star hotel, then they got 7-star hotel.
Jordan was suspended for a whole year.
But they didn't put it up under that rule. They didn't say that. I know, but I'm saying you gotta go watch Dick Gregory. Go watch some of his old what's the names when he breaking it down, man.
Wow.
So it's the same for Otani, that Asian baseball player gambling. See, man, they don't be telling, you know what I'm saying? Why you think them boys be gambling like that, be betting on the sports? Because it's been going on.
Right. Now it's legal. They see money made out of that. Now you can put it on the phone.
Bruno Moore's got a serious gambling problem. And they got him the same way.
Yeah.
He done got quiet.
But see, you've been in that entertainment world. You've been in it. You done seen all type of stuff. Look how you get blackballed, out of certain situations. They bring a blues show to Flint and don't include the king of party blues. What kind of shit is that?
Well, at the end of the day, it's just so disheartening. People believe rumors instead of the truth. Because you can't tell. That's why the Bible say wheat and tare, they look the same. Mm-hmm. But when somebody come tell you the truth, it's hard when you know, man, this is really a fire around the corner. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And everybody burnt up.
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
And that's what we're at Winters.
And you seeing it here now. That's why, but politics, I think what people don't understand, what up, common sense, to me, it's like you see, politics is the money game. Now, you just got to hope that you get the people that will want to help, i.e., you have Maurice in there helping, i.e., you had Eric Mays fighting for the people. The ones who is fighting for the people. That's when you see your cities could be ran good. Your Flint can be ran like how Grand Blanc is being ran. Flint can be ran.
Yep. But you know what, Mickey? At the end of the day, I had to really sit down and have a meeting with myself to figure out why is we like this. Because it ain't racism. Get out of here with that Trump lie.
Right.
It's classism.
Right. Classism is the new racism.
It's classism.
Yeah.
What's the classism? It's black
Rich
against black.
or poor.
Our crime is who killing each other? Black folks killing black folks.
Facts.
It ain't the Republican killing the Negroes. Negroes killing Negroes. Negroes killing Negroes in Flint, Michigan.
Right.
The whole, last I checked, Liddell black, Tanya black, Gary, everybody black.
They can't get along.
And destroying black. Why? Classism. Because I got a degree. I'm Dr.
Right.
So-and-so.
That's it. That's
They
it.
don't recognize no damn poor folks. So why your dumb ass put a doctor over poor folks?
Facts.
That's why I've
You
been
don't feel
saying
the same
classism
pain.
is the new racism. You either rich or you're poor.
I ain't
'Cause how
never been to
many-
penitentiary. Whoever
Right.
been, they know what it's like in there. And if you come out and say, look, this is how it's like. So if you got an Alameen that's been there and you get somebody else that know about it, they could deal with his ass. Because they know if he lying or telling, whatever the game. It's classism. And notice, Alameen, 2 thumbs up right now what I see. Because what it is, notice, he do reentry programs. He do stuff for convicts. That's the same should be whoever run for a city council seat. Do something for the people you gonna represent.
You
If
ain't
he
lying.
true to the game
You
of
ain't
who
lying.
he came out.
Now, I
The
can't
Negro sitting
block
there
him on
ain't
that.
did nothing.
Right.
Like Miss Biggs, they don't want her because she only representing the poor folks. Her ward is poor.
The facts. Who else she gonna
Right.
represent?
Man, I could scream. It take that kind of wisdom. Put the one that's over in that war, that understands that war, that could stand strong with you.
Right.
Facts.
Mays knew the streets, and Mays stood up for what? Poor, and they didn't do a damn thing. They didn't even pick up the couch on his own street.
Right.
His whole ward topped up.
Surely.
Because why? Every ward got his own little problems.
Surely.
But
Fact.
then when you got a mayor that's the mayor of all 9 wards, they count heads.
But he only talked to 4 of the council people.
That's right. Because,
Well, in public.
listen, this is why.
Sassy
They
Shay, good
done
morning.
trumped the north end of Flint. The numbers ain't there no more. It's supposed to be 7,000 to 8,000 people a ward. So the numbers ain't there. He ain't got to worry about Biggs. He ain't got to worry about Liddell Lewis. He ain't got to worry about none of them wards over there.
Right.
The population is like the 6th ward on now.
There you go.
5th to 6th.
Fifth ward on.
5th to 6th.
Because if you look at that new map, it looked like a U.
That's
he
correct.
cut himself
That's
into
correct.
the 5th ward.
And he know the Republicans is now getting more dominant. Than
Yep.
I don't care how these black folks feel, y'all. The Democrats done fell apart.
Showed
They done
that.
crashed and burned.
They
As
didn't
Ms.
crash and
Glass
burn.
would say, it's
They done
one big ass
crashed and burned.
uniparty. Use peoples don't want to do anything for us.
Because,
Drinking
he
with
telling
mine,
the
all
truth.
of 'em.
No, the Democrats, yeah, right.
I'm
They
telling you
crashed
the truth.
and burned. They really dinos as they call them, Democrat in name only.
Right.
We need somebody that's going to help people stay in their house, remove stipulation, grandfather people taxes down like yesterday,
Right.
and that can get it done. Else not, we won't be in Flint.
You are
And I
telling
know
the truth.
I'm saying we, not y'all.
Right. Right.
We will not be in Flint. Oh, they ain't taking my house. The tax assessment on North End now is up to $100,000 to $250,000 a year. How many people making that retired? And I'll wait. So they coming for you. So what? You might make it another year. Let the county send you. Look, you haven't been paying all your taxes because we charged you wrong.
Shante
You owe
Rollins, good morning.
$4,000.
And you exactly right.
Rollins.
They waiting people out.
I'm telling you.
I seen blocks with just one house. I said, damn, they waiting for that land right there. They're just going to wait them out. Keep raising the taxes.
That's why they-
Raise the water bill. Raise consumers.
And notice they said they're gonna get a board of education money to consolidate schools, to shut down more. They're gonna give them so
how
many.
many more schools will we got to shut down? We ain't got none to shut
That's
down.
right, because we done.
It's over.
They done put the nail in the coffin while people are laughing.
Mm-hmm.
If Biggs don't get in there, I guarantee you, this me. Hell, we're running. Running for what? I ain't trying to win no game. I'm trying to help people stay in their damn
I
house.
absolutely agree. If she
Yeah, I
don't
ain't
get in
thinking
there,
about that shit.
it's a wrap for Flint. It's
Look,
when I tell you a wrap.
And the pay is minimum wage, 20 or 30,000 a year. Is you kidding me?
Yeah. I don't think they rate was
Shit.
22 something and then 30
You
something
make
for the
that a
president.
weekend plan somewhere.
Right.
That ain't, man, is you kidding me? People losing everything. kids have nothing with this.
Right.
And we don't understand when you hear the truth without it being candy coated.
Right.
Neely and them already know what's that lady name that the girl, I'm not a Neely girl. They already
Ambassador
did the
Deshaun.
absentees. They control the clerk's office. He control all of this. He already counting numbers.
Man, that's the second time today,
Man, come on
and it
now.
ain't even 11 o'clock that I didn't heard that. Absentee ballots.
The numbers already count.
Maurice, you know.
I'm trying to.
I
don't
know,
waste
you
time.
know.
I could scream.
Yep.
Not doors now is the people that ain't gonna vote.
Right. She got to get people to the polls to vote because he didn't won that
He already
absentee
got the
ballot
numbers.
game. Shit.
They
You
done
telling
got
the
the
truth
numbers.
this
I'm
morning.
telling you what I know.
I know.
But what can happen, just like Trump did, they laughed at him, called him crazy. So what? 2026 sitting right here in this door. Now we getting prepared for 2026. Whatever happened come May next week, we don't care. Get ready for a whole regime to change. It can happen. But you have to think united. United, you stand. Divided, you fall. We done. Because we don't turn this train around, we all done.
Right.
We all can win. Y'all supposed to be the media. I don't say nothing just to be saying it. Y'all supposed to be the media of recording City of Flint. Y'all capable. You qualified. And you need to be paid for it. But how to win? I'm a businessman. I don't sit here and waste time. I tell people they ain't gonna listen no way. It ain't taking a dime out of Maurice's pocket, and that's what pisses them off. Because they try to destroy you. You can't. I'm true to who I am. I got a God. So do you.
Maurice,
But you
all
must
three
obey.
of us know in this room they will try to destroy the hell
they
out
just
of
beginning to do y'all. Me and Beverly went through this.
It ain't shit.
The
I
whole
ain't nothing else to
city
do.
came against me.
Yeah, I
the
know they
whole
did.
city. Cause the same preach I'm preaching now. I preached then, but I did it for Weaver, and they lying ass behind my backdoored me. With Audrey Muhammad, notice I say names. Liddell Lewis, them crooks did all of this, and it hurt me because I'm only helping people to stay in their house. I could have been on the highway.
I mean, anybody with common sense would say, "Oh, Maurice going to Trump." Who
You
else
damn
was
right.
Who else was you gonna go to?
Then
Jimmy
Woodson-
Carter?
I heard Woodson say I talked to the administration, Trump administration. I seen Gretchen Whitmer hugging Trump. Maurice did that. What have Trump to do to help fix our water? Didn't you know the man flew straight to the water plant when he came here? When he touched down, and the N-words picketed him, said, get out of here. And we were from Obama's office in the White House, said, you're not welcome here. Even when he went up here to Bethel Church, he said, we're not political. And the preacher came and snatched the mic from him. And you wonder why we still, 10 years later, still drinking this water. God use whoever he wants to.
I can't say nothing. It's time to pass the offering plate now because you
It's
preaching this
truth.
morning. I know.
And people done died.
Yep.
Now kids can't even comprehend, can't write, can't do nothing.
Yep.
Didn't get a dime out of 600 million.
Yep.
And I've been on council to sit here and see it. And watch this. Our population, Flint was originally 250. I'm going to repeat it one more time. 250,000 people. And we're down to 79. And people on fixed income can't afford it. So they done did the math to gentrify your ass right up out of here.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
And
now they consolidating the school because they know. And I seen a big game yesterday played at Northwestern Stadium with that beautiful school and stadium they got over there. We are pitiful because we refuse to change and we ain't got a pot to piss in.
Nope. Or
Everybody topped up and they ain't classism. I'm in Grand Blanc. You won't be there long. You won't be there long. I work a job. You ain't successful until you work for yourself and feed yourself. Because you don't know if your employer got another check to write before they file bankrupt. Or you just go to the valley.
Hell?
I don't make up nothing. They talked about the man like a dog. The world gonna end as soon as he get. No, because they intimidate. You can't tell that fool nothing.
Whitmer is hugging Trump.
They hate Trump. He's a businessman.
Them scare tactics, man. She was just saying because they thought Kamala was finna get in.
Well, they said now that she was trying to do something for General Motors and the tariffs and to keep people with it. What you think about that, Maurice?
Trump deal with, unless I'm crazy as hell, poor folks. And people don't even get it. Because why? Classism of the black folks of their party, and they the one who 100% for gays and yada yada. One thing I got to go with Chris Martin on is Scripture do speak against homosexuality. You won't never get me to go against God's word. If I gain the whole world, lose your soul. So you don't get me, although 99.99, what that man do is 100% wrong. Chasing money.
Right. That's all he's
But
doing.
God's word is true. And I'm going to stand on it.
But the only difference is between that, you know, what you saying. AC said he wasn't going to vote for Dana Nessel because she was gay. You never said that you wouldn't help nobody.
No.
But I agree with the scripture,
I
right?
agree
I
with
see
you.
what you're saying.
AC is 100% wrong. Just like AC said, God bless the child got his own when it comes to the water. They argued me down when I was on Kettering radio station. No, it's a sickness. And I ain't going to agree with your sickness just like being a crackhead. You still my child. I don't like your ways, but you still my child. And I'm going to be fair as I can.
And I'm still going to say they only pushing him because they know he can be easily bought.
It's corrupt. Satan's time is short, and Satan is running rampant now. Mm-hmm. But according to my knowledge, I got to tell the truth wherever I sit. Right. And I'm going to tell it.
Right.
And let you realize, damn, he told the truth last year.
I already realized that.
Not you ever.
Kobe
I don't
Fatty.
waste my time.
Mm-hmm. Kobe Fatty with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Miss
Kobe.
And that's why you don't let these fools. If you scared to go against the grain, you got no business in media
or politics
or nothing. You going against the grain to help people. People need help. We got to do something with. They done studied our demise all the way down to death. People going to the hospital, they ain't making it out now. Man, come on now.
Mm-hmm. I was just reading what she was saying, said that she just had to be there because to discuss the tariffs with Trump because it's been damaging her state. And this was a big, important moment for the state of Michigan. She said now he is going to go off to the rally and say a lot of things I disagree with and that I'll fight against, and that's fine.
Now, trying to straddle the fence.
But, you know, my job is to do everything I can for the people of Michigan. They said earlier this month she was in the Oval Office. We seen that.
When she put the photo over her face.
Yeah. And they said, right, New York Times published a photo showing her using folders to shield her face from the cameras.
Why? Because she talked all that mess, and now people don't want to believe, oh, she was a liar.
But they ain't,
the country was going to be destroyed.
Who else she going to go to for help? Like I said, who she going to go to?
It's politics.
She going to go talk to Bush?
It's
Trump,
politics.
the president.
But see, this the thing. This how you know them people don't know how to politic. Because a Republican president she don't pose to keep trying to get her, get things that she need.
Right.
That show you these people not, we dealing with fools.
Mickey nailed it when he said he independent.
Right. We are. But if they did it, it would be all right.
Yeah.
I ain't no Trump. I ain't no Republican. I ain't no Democrat.
Oh, Maria Carter with the $50 super chat.
Thanks, Sister Maria.
I don't care who help us. Help us. I'm with you with that.
I know that's right.
You that?
Like that.
No, cuz Maria. No, Maria said, I don't care who help us. Help us.
Bless you, Taz.
No, that's Maria. Maria Carter.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah.
And that ain't nothing to take lightly.
See, now Sonya said Whitmer's rich daddy and her husband are Republicans. Everyone who pushed Whitmer in both elections was paid.
What you think Charles Stewart Martin them Democrats? Believe it if you want to. Anybody that's in a real business, you think they Democrat?
Most of them be Republicans.
You got to if you're handling money.
Listen to this. 2 points that Miss Gladys said, and then I want you to both of y'all to respond. Actually, Mickey and you, King. Miss Gladys said, the first thing she said, Trump will help before this governor will. What do you have to lose? The second thing Miss Gladys said, what has this Democrat government-run state done for any of us?
Miss Gladys, don't do me. Go on, answer that.
He gonna fly out the chair.
Yeah.
What has this Democratic-run state done for any of us? Any of us.
Hell, this is Miss Gladys.
High five her in the air. Miss Gladys, you preaching this morning.
Man, go.
Mick, what you think about that?
Preach, girl.
To be honest with you, we've been fucked over. You got a Democratic governor in there.
He over here about the bus.
Democratic mayor, Democratic state rep, majority Democrats elected on council, and you mean to tell me you couldn't get nothing together? I mean, and what Maurice saying, it was cold-blooded because you mean to tell me the majority of council was black and y'all couldn't get no money over there? You mean to tell me y'all couldn't vote even when Tanya was willing to vote? Like I said, that St. Mark's is so complicated.
It
It's
is.
so with complicated to the blacks up on there
Right.
on council. It's not complicated.
Right.
You're right. I got you, Mickey.
It's complicated to the blacks up on there. It's a lot of things that's complicated to the blacks that's on council. They can anything that come over to the north of the Flint River is complicated.
Right.
You either had 2 or 3 that'll vote for it. You got 2 not passing nothing for over there. Only when it's time to benefit somebody they won't. That's like even giving this money up to the to these 501c3s. And I say it again. I know people was mad about the topology.
Mad as hell. Why not get a black man some
And
money and
you
gave
know,
it to everybody else?
I'm just saying
Catholic charities of Shiawassee County.
Yeah, that's what. No, a fact science. He said, Mickey, literally 100% of the college students we know graduating this month moving out of state, Atlanta, Florida, Texas now. Yeah, they moving out. When I tell my kids graduate, all my friends I know they kids who went away to college, man, usually they don't come back here. It's nothing in Flint.
No, it's not.
It's not being no side. Maybe to people that's coming in, they can see the light because we don't know what they little towns they was living in. So people that's not from here, to them, they can see a future. I'm just bet like if we left here and went to other places, we could see futures and opportunity. It's what you see here. We see the same people, man, that we damn near be into it with. Mm-hmm. When it come to politics, everybody was cool into politics.
But they take it too personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a flying fuck about you personally. It's about how you help the people. I got a right to voice my opinion. If I think your vote ain't for the people, I'm gonna say that.
You got that right.
You
I'm gonna
have
say
the right.
that. Hell, if I was up there, anytime you in public office and politics at that, you can't get mad every time somebody don't like the way you vote and you want to come destroy them personally. Oh, she's sleeping with 4 people. What the fuck that got to do with any damn thing?
Winters.
Oh, he was arching eyebrows on a.
Let me tell you how messed up I had to grab some better words. I went to 2 funerals this week.
Oh, wow.
I went to, and they was pastor over here at Powers. It was a Christ Fellowship where commentator, what's his name, the moderator Overton. I went to another funeral which might have been Clack's daddy's, Floyd's. Okay. That was last week or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's so disheartening when we living in a time. I got a God. Mm-hmm. Believe me, your God is real. If you sitting here in good health and y'all doing what y'all doing, count it a blessing, but you're going to give account for every word come out your mouth. Mm-hmm. Believe me, I'm telling you what I know. And I'm scared to say certain things because everything I say, it comes to pass that quick. Why, when I go to hear a eulogy at a funeral, a black funeral, they denounce Trump, knowing God, but in one verse, frame of words, you say God could do all things. He's all power. But he ain't going to destroy God's word. Just so happen if God used Trump to help us. Preacher, you preaching against God. You don't curse what God blessed.
Right.
And we wonder why in the hell we finna lose everything. God sent a helper. Well, Trump ain't, I don't care what he do. Wait a minute. He ain't gonna do good because why? They done ingrained hate in you. God is love. We love everybody. And now these black folks, notice how we the tail everywhere. We don't have a pot to piss it. I'm saying we, even the ones think they got it, not even needy. Because if you lose that seat, he gonna be just as broke as anybody walking.
Ronnie Thomas, good morning.
And you remember when Bloomberg was here, they ran up his ass because he was rich and he was gonna help. He ain't looked back at Flint.
People are dying.
And you know how many Democrats ran under Bloomberg?
Hey, King Rodney.
Listen,
you know how many people?
Damn Trump. I'm like this. I know my God's word to be true. God bless me with however you want to bless me. And that's what Miss Gladys said. Why in the hell We keep voting our own demise. We are the Ku Klux Klan. Because why? Every time you look at every nigga that's got money, they move up under the Republicans in beautiful neighborhoods. If they so damn dumb, the Republicans, why they live so much better than us?
That's a good
Who
question.
write your checks? It's the Republicans. And we put our mouth on them because why? You still got some Republican money. I didn't see all of the cars because what? Trump and them is the richest in the world. And we put our mouth on. Man, bless us.
That
Why
makes
I'm going to curse
sense.
who I need to help me?
Them rich people
I'm
ain't
going to keep
trying.
kicking a dog and I want the dog to help me.
They living off of them tax cuts that he giving them. They ain't voting for no
Pay
Democrats.
attention to the black folks that's conservative, black Republican. They just as educated, mild-mannered, not vulgar. They doing their thing. Because why? You line up. How do I line up if I want to support something? Against Scripture. Against Scripture. Oh, you're a dumb one. Oh, you believe in... Wait a minute. It's a choice. It's a vote. Or is it a dictatorship? If we don't break that curse today, can't say your God didn't try to tell you.
Right.
Because God is a unifier. That's why higher you go up, the more right you do. God calls it success. The most powerful man on the planet, and then the richest man on the planet with him, and study saying, look, I'm going to get this money, whether they do it or not. They ain't lying to us. Damn it, they lying to God. You blessed to be a blessing.
You're right.
You ain't lying to no black person. It ain't black or white. It's God, the one at the end. Why I gave the whole world. And that's what's happening. That's why we got to break the curse. That's why Neely and them, every time I say, man, you playing with God's people. The poor got a special place in God's heart. They ain't making it. And niggas that's thinking about something with their little jobs that they didn't got lucky enough to, God help them with success, and they chose Satan.
Right.
Choose God.
And we sitting here fighting each
Choose
other
God.
like some damn
It ain't about
fools.
no Trump.
Right.
But God, however you want to bless us, please bless us. People still drinking poison water.
Right.
$1 billion. 600 million came to Flint. All of the money gone. 94.7 opera funds. All of it's gone. We don't have nothing.
Nothing.
And
That
people
money
around
never
the world
trickled out
brought
to us.
money here. We don't have nothing. Snow, everybody done tried. We don't have nothing. And we up here talking about we're damn Democrats. You crazy. Let God bless y'all if you got an ounce of sense with whoever he want to bless you. And Maurice done. And you ain't never got to elect me. I got a God. He make me do what I'm sitting here doing humbly to help somebody.
Right.
It's a bitch telling the truth.
It sure
I
is.
tell y'all off record and in record. They coming at y'all because now, remember, at the very beginning, I don't know if Mickey remember, I said, whatever y'all do, doing this podcast shit, be non-biased.
That's what you
Be
said.
non-biased. And don't make your audience all no black. Make it whoever want to so will, let them come. Don't be like these losers.
Shit, as soon as we turn non-biased, oh my God,
My
all
biggest
hell
art-
broke out.
My money, in case they didn't know, come from white folks. I'm just going to tell you. Who bought my Reese's music in the droves and paid my bills? And I said it, white folks.
Yeah.
I get to chill in circuit. That's why I don't have to do nothing but what I want to do.
Same
And
thing
people
Snow
can't stand.
says.
I'm
Snow
a
said he don't get
businessman.
no support from around here.
And I still stayed in the hood. And
Right, I
I
get
could
it.
scream. And you
I
asked,
get it.
I almost passed out when you asked me earlier about how they look over me. They took the library. They got the $100 million millage that Brian Nolan and Charles Winfrey and them got. And when they got through with the library, you remember I played at the library.
Yeah.
The first year they got it, Audrey Muhammad and them are all on the board. They removed me. And my buddy, I had booking bands for me that I was paying. He went over there to the library, to Gardell and everybody. I played on Dayton Street.
And they still come.
Just yesterday, Maurice, the same guy that backdoored me. Can you book me this year? Where? On Dayton, cause why? They don't want the Negroes over there on the library line no more. Oh, boy,
Remember when
I
you went to
screamed.
that Prince concert? It was like it wasn't really Prince. They didn't tell nobody about that beautiful ass
They don't want
concert.
you down there.
That's what you said
sit
when you
here
was
and tell-
live.
Back to the bricks. Joe King, they called me. Maurice, they want us at the back bricks about 10 years ago. I said, Joe, okay, you got my attention. I want to play back to bricks. I did the Edward Stadium. I did all of the big concerts here. I built them. Now watch this. We're going to be at the back to bricks. Oh, cool. Count me in. We're playing at. We got a big stage. They're going to put us. I said, Joe, is we playing on Saginaw Street, right? Where they have it every year. He said, "Oh no, we're gonna be in the U of M lot." What U of M lot? Only one I know is on Fifth Avenue, around the corner. I said, "Man, if you don't, I wish you ever. I wouldn't play there if my name played there. What? You ain't a part of it."
Right.
We got to have people that's got the balls to tell you the truth. You don't earn respect, I demand it.
That's
For
it.
my people. When you mess with a poor person, you messing with me. But I owe it to the so-called uppity, middle class, bougie, classism, black folks. We're the problem. White folks is nice as they could be.
Yeah.
They nice as they could be. Miss Gladys and them, all you do is winters. Don't let people narrow y'all in because y'all on y'all way to the top. Remember I told you, I keep telling you. But watch me. You have to go against the grain and keep it moving because haters want you to, they act like they for you, but they really against you.
Oh,
If I say something
definitely.
different behind your back, I ain't no good.
Yep.
I'm telling you the truth.
You're right.
But please, y'all, we are corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
We are corrupt. Let that mess go. Look at the results. We ain't got nothing, just like Mickey said. We ain't got nothing.
We don't.
We don't have nothing. We got tarps. We don't have nothing.
But fighting each other.
Yeah, that's all we
That's
got.
all we getting. We are fighting
Now they
each other.
finna tax you out of your house, and I'm sitting here.
And guess what we be finna do? Be fighting each other. That's I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna report the news.
Let God be God.
Yeah, I'm gonna report the news. But
Y'all doing it.
if you can't handle, and I'm gonna say this because don't get it twisted. I know I can get off into the nastiness too, but that's the problem. It's like it's nobody who's in the dark. Who would say, let's sit down? You know, we ain't gotta sit down and talk. I'm just not gonna mention this, but if I'm gonna report the news, you can't get mad or have an attitude if Winters do talk about Eric's kids, if Winters talk about the Ashley Capital situation or whatever. That's what people gonna do. They gonna critique
But it was
stuff.
all right when we was crucifying Quincy and Liddell for a year and a half. It was all right as long as we talk about people that certain folks don't like on council. But they are
But-
it's no good for, it's no bad for. It's one city council.
But
That's
see,
correct.
Right. But see what it is, what didn't happen, we didn't let personal feelings get in the way. And I mean, even with the council people up there, how people was cool, people didn't fell out, even with us. How we was cool, we didn't fell out. But it should never be it should have never got so personal. Not saying we didn't take it personal. We reactionists. I'm gonna just be honest.
Right. You can't
But-
put something out and tell people how to react.
Yeah, but see, that's what happened. Like, you know, instead of us go our separate ways, we gon'
We gotta throw darts at each other.
yeah, both sides. You know, that's what we do. But that's what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's been going on. You don't know what you fighting for now.
And you remember when May said it? He said it one night at council. Because all of the arguing that was going on, he said we should be able to argue here and go out for a beer later.
Facts.
That's what council is.
Yeah. He wasn't used to no shit like
I
this.
said that last week. Every resolution debate is arguing. If you look up the word debate, it's the same as arguing. Mays taught me that. You know how you go way up here and then, oh, hey, Councilman, I'm about to go out here. We just almost got the blows up there.
Right.
Hey, man, I might need you to do this.
Right.
And then I understood. We go up here, me and Kate Fields, me and Guerrero, whoever, Monica, whatever, and then next resolution, we left that over there.
Right.
As you should have.
Hell, look how Mays and Ken Scott did. 3 days later, they was posing that we was mayor
Of course.
ball.
Yeah.
Politics, but they didn't take it personally.
You get caught up and you actually mad enough. You personal. May's mad. I'm mad enough to fight cuss, and he did it. But you have that. You learn control of your own record. You got to watch. You can't say anything you want to say.
Facts.
But you go right up against that wall. But then you learn to be professional enough. Every resolution I left that there. Next.
Right.
Through you, Madam Chair, the same one I just got through. That's how it is. And that's how this is. What I want to tell y'all is this. Y'all are more than some damn news broadcasters. People now have nothing and they done grown to love 810. They ain't coming in to be seen, but they know if they want to get vital truth of what's really going on, y'all own that platform. I'm telling you what I know, and I'm a musician. I can tell, and I look at numbers, and I know what's going on. Y'all have it. keep doing exactly original to y'all. That's all I'm gonna tell you because you there. Like when I do mine's original. Me playing blues. I ain't trying to be y'all. I'm a natural fool, but my gift is music. I give a damn about politics. None. Other than I want to help somebody.
Help the people. Right.
But y'all have that niche to a T.
Right, thank you.
Odie with the $10
Thank
super
you,
chat
Odie.
said, "Good show, 810." And new one, I gotta put this up because people need to get this. A good book to read is Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
Ooh.
See now, these are stuff people need to go get, and you'll wonder and understand what's going on in these communities.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, that's the stuff that you really need to go see. See, when we can ever get on the same page, I pray one day it happen. You know what I'm saying? Until we can get on the same page, but what gotta be did. Cause I understand politics is business. Ain't nobody getting in there and not, you know what I'm saying, not to make no money. That's even with Ashley Capital. Ashley Capital didn't have to come deal with the other four. But now it's a 4-4 split, because that's what council really is. But this council that did and got more split than before.
Right.
This is a 4-4 split. Mark gotta come over there and talk to the other ones. But that don't, you know what I'm saying? We might don't like, you know what I'm saying, on what's going on. But Mark is a business. When you a business, you have to think as a business. We might look at them, okay, Mark came and they gave only 1,500 over here. You know what I'm saying? 1,500 over there. That ain't got, you know what I'm saying? That's Ashley Capital doing business.
That can't hate the player. Shit. Or the game. That he doing what he's supposed to do.
Man, them folks just don't know
what
nothing.
he's supposed to do.
Can I ask you and Mickey a question?
Sure.
Because y'all record Flint City Council. And this is an actual factual question, not just being facetious. When the last time you heard this council do I want to amend a resolution. I want to,
Don't get me started.
Madam Chair, I like to, in governmental office, a resolution for X, Y, and Z for so-and-so, so-and-so. When last time I heard them do anything close to that dealing with the residents they represent?
All I hear is excuses. Oh, we can't put a resolution on because it got to go through the president and she don't like us and so it'll never make it. But ain't a motion always in order?
It's in order.
I like to make a motion to add a special 10-minute hearing or whatever it's called about the water settlement.
Right there. Councilwoman Winters, Ms. Hall, Councilwoman Hall, you're out of order. But guess what? You already put it in record.
I put it on the record. Now let's have a roll call vote.
No, whether they accept it or not, you let the community know what your heart was.
Right.
They
They won't do that shit down there.
Point.
They won't do it.
Please don't keep it. I don't want to have to run.
How many times have you heard me say, and at least 90% of them up there
They don't get it.
then told us what they gonna do. Now all we hear is why they can't do it.
Because it's going against the grain. You have to stand true to the people I represent. Just like now, you think in a Democratic regime, it's talking about Trump, and I'm not a Republican? Because I know, look, in reality, you see what you've been getting for the last 40 years. Tarps,
Right.
licking roofs, ain't got nothing.
Not a
even
damn
taking
thing.
your house, and you think you're going to just get my vote? I'll vote for him first.
Right.
That's like keeping the same man whooping your behind every week. Get in there and he drunk, cook me something. And you get tired of it, you're going to keep putting up with it or get somebody else. That's common sense.
Right.
That's common sense, and that's what we're doing. But they won't even put a resolution to help us.
Nope.
And I agree with Mark Hutchinson on this, saying when Maurice was in council, he had Mays, JWC, Winfrey with him. Monica Galloway chose to follow Fields, Worthing, and Griggs.
You telling the truth.
How do you stop that in Flint? It's been going on for generations. Real problem. Yeah. You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
a real problem, Mark.
But she came back when she thought that ass was gonna lose. She came back and started line dancing with Weaver.
But ain't that what most blacks do?
What, use you to their own
Until
advantage?
until they get jammed up, where they run back to?
Home.
Yeah, they got to come back where you gonna open them or have open arms for them. But where was you at when you needed it? You know how Monica really lost that because she was trying to run over there to 7 for it. To the mop part. She wasn't going over there where she needed to be at her home base. Should have been in the valley, in the States, and in Stewart Hood. You supposed to went over there and come over there with a college at. William Ray's, what it do, good brother. You supposed to be, that's how you supposed to be. You supposed to be in your whole ward. That's when Mays was talking. Mays would be all over the first ward.
Everywhere.
See, these people get so caught up, they'd go to a particular part of their wards.
Right.
You have to be on all sides because you the
I have
councilman.
to keep these people satisfied because this is my voting base over here.
No, but you got to do the whole ward. Like if Maurice was in the whole second ward, not just one part of the second ward, whole second ward.
And I can tell you as a council person and dealing with Monica and Kate Fields personally, Monica was right, but she was wrong. And what pissed me off about Monica, and this pissed me off about a lot of people talking about, when that opera funds, if you find an old tape of me on council, you'll see, I need roofs, I need wheelchair ramps, we need windows, people ain't affording to stay over here. You'll find 80% of that council say, Maurice, Councilman, that money ain't made for that. It's not used for that.
Different categories.
That's
the
exactly
money
what they was.
into.
Now watch this. Monica, I get it. You don't need this. What we need, roof, windows, wheelchairs. But if I could compromise the good, like Griggs is Pfeiffer's. When Griggs wanted to do, and that's when it happened under Griggs, the paving Miller Road. Mm-hmm. Councilman, I tell you what, yes, you got my support. Will you support us when we want to do these roof over here without
that's
stipulation?
How it's supposed to
and
be.
That's how it worked.
Yeah.
I wasn't with K
Yes.
Fields. Okay, K Fields, if you want to do this,
Kamala,
but
yes.
don't backdoor me when mine comes. And
Right.
that'll be Judy Priestley. Look, if you want me to vote for that pantry over there, you vote for
this
the
one over
pastor
here. Right. But see, she got too many people in her ear. But she need to stand up and be a damn woman on her own. Because you hurting your ward.
She don't understand what being a council person.
No, that's politics.
You award, then you the city of Flint. The ward come first, and then you vote to better the city.
Facts.
And you always, every resolution, I ain't biting my tongue right now if I run. My job is to help promote every resolution come through the city. Let's pass it. Let's make it passable. Put it in committee. Let's make it passable. And now, but guess what? When
because
it comes
you
up,
can tweak it.
that's correct. And then, but inside of every single meeting, it's got to be something for the residents.
Right.
It's amended. It's amended to benefit of, okay, we got to remove these stipulations. Too many people on my side of town need roofs. Mm-hmm. Let's make it happen.
We got one call we're going to take, and then I got to get out of here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Snowman?
Hey,
The Snopester. What up, Snow?
What's going on, Big Nick? What's up, Kane?
Hey,
I just want to call in to any of the third ward listeners, voters. That election that's coming up is real important, man. It's real. It's like, I don't mean to put Diddy name in them, but y'all remember back in the day when Diddy had that voter die?
Yeah.
Yep.
Back for Obama, it's on that tip. You know what I'm saying? It's significant, man. It's only one ward, but it holds the glue, the key to the whole 9 wards. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the 5th vote, man. I just realized, I've been talking a lot of shit, but I did a lot of research. Like, man, we doomed. You know what I'm saying? We doomed, man. It's like you might as well just toss your politics up and throw them away. If Ms. Bev don't get that seat,
all
coming
facts.
up.
All facts.
Yeah. And I'm talking to the third ward voters. I need y'all to get out there and do the right thing and vote for Miss Beverly Biggs Levy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? May 6th. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to piggyback off that the pastor up to Thompson. Man, it was looking real light yesterday up there, man. The food pantry. You know what I mean? They usually have so much food up there that, you know what I mean? Man, it's serious out here, like King say. Man, people was doing bad, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Man.
Fact.
I'm telling y'all, people think I just be talking shit.
No.
Go down there by the Flint River. Go down there by the Flint River.
Lying.
He sure
Start
ain't
walking
lying.
down there. Go down there and start at
Did you see it yesterday?
I know you want to say something, big.
No.
Hey, start down there by the the old what's that? The old farmers market, the old one, and then walk down towards downtown, man. You gonna see motherfuckers in boxes, sleeping bags, all type of shit, man. Yep. Listen, the city, man. They be saying like my man Mark, I think it's Mark Hutchinson, be saying tomorrow, come on, brother Snow, don't be saying it's a poverty. Flint is poverty. Man, Flint fucked up, man.
Surely.
I mean, I'm sorry, man, y'all to say it like that, but man, vote on the all third world voters. Go vote with Miss Beverly Biggs. Do the right thing, man. And that lady LaShawn, she out there too, man. Y'all, man, don't fall for that rubber stamp bullshit, man.
Right.
Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, Mickey Winters and King, man. And hey, just pray for the city, everybody that's watching around the country. Just pray for the city, man.
Thank you,
Snow, man. I'm out of here, man.
All right, Snow.
Thanks, Snow.
No, what I was finna tell you, you too.
All right, see you later.
No, what I was finna say, Winters, you saw it yesterday when we was
couldn't
down on my
believe
cousin.
it. I was
now just
asking
imagine
you.
when I go over his crib, I was out there one morning at 5 something. No, 6. They was letting the homeless people out. They was putting them out, and it was cold during
Kids
this time.
in the stroller with them.
Did you see it yesterday when we were sitting out in front of Brick Baby crib?
Sure did. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Mick, what the hell is going on down here?
Man, they put them on. They have to wander around till it's time to go back in.
They gonna move them homeless shelters from downtown.
But let me tell you, I know you finna go, but let me tell you something. You should see the treatment of the people in them goddamn shelters. It's unreal.
Yeah.
They got to do chores. They got to dance by the music. They got to do this. They got to do that. They got to have lights out. They got to do this, or you exit it.
Right. You remember when Jerry had went out to one, I think it was on Cedar Street or something. They had all the people using one bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Said y'all can't use the other one. Just treat them any kind of way. And I bet you we done had millions of dollars coming here for homeless people, low-income people. But you got to qualify to be low-income.
That's why
how the hell do you have to qualify to be low-income?
I'm not sitting here for the big shot Negroes. It's people ain't making it.
Right.
And that's why you trying to why should we vote?
You ain't got to vote for me.
I can help you.
Right.
I ain't worried about, man, is you crazy?
Right.
It's a sacrifice. People need help, just like Snow said. But Miss Biggs' election on that
next Tuesday.
He said it.
Everybody should be talking about that election.
That would be
and leave that personal bullshit to the side.
And then watch this after it's over. Well, I was wrong. It's too late now.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
I'm sorry,
we shouldn't have did this.
No. It was strategic. Divide and conquer because it's unified for that lady.
Right.
It's very unified.
And I'm glad you said that because you see, Neely's side is together. We all over the place over here.
It's the art of war. Notice I ain't talking about him no more, Mayor. No. I just need you to help us. Please help remove stipulation. But the better person to help us, our bottom end that's been here all the time is Miss Biggs.
Right.
Period. And then I'm coming in with all my might, unless they want to keep Adele or Tom, James, Dick, and Harry, that's fine. I could go and pluck a guitar. But without Miss Biggs, shit.
You messed up.
Yeah.
And she done been there year after year after year and heard them people come down there. I need a roof.
She the one who started the election deal, period.
So did.
Before AC Dumas and all, and Miss Biggs the one who spearheaded all these recalls.
She sure was.
And everybody gonna jump on and push her out the way. That's out of order.
That's what they do. Any last words, Winters?
No.
Any last words, King?
Other than y'all just keep doing what y'all doing.
Oh, well, I do got something. Make sure all of y'all get over there to that. Where's that school at? They having the third ward where they giving out.
Old bunch.
Old bunch. Yeah,
Old bunch school.
They giving y'all everything today. What time is it, Mick? I forgot what time it was.
I don't know.
I'll post it on Reboot.
She gonna get there. OB Square.
Get there. They giving y'all roofs and sidewalks and tree cutting and nails and hair bundles, everything.
But you know what? Today. Even if they go, my question is just like at Chris Martin them did at the old House of Bring. If they gonna make it so it's a program and you're not on program and this lady end up being on program, you just got.
Sheldon gonna get up there and say, LaShawn, come up here and speak about this. Right. Yeah. This is your ambassador.
But it's against the law to have a program like that. If one candidate do it, it's got to be equal.
Oh well, then and they should all.
It should be equal. If not, it's an attorney general.
And that need to be filed.
Jed,
Attorney General.
you got
Jed.
somewhere to
You
go
must
today.
Yep.
Treat all in a public setting. If she come up there and be able to talk social bail, AC, or Rich John, whoever else who running over there, you can't distinguish them out. The one that need to be there is Beverly Biggs.
Well, she better
Because
get
why?
there
I'm gonna
today.
tell you right now, media gonna cover it.
So, that's
It ain't about you showing
That's
up. You
it.
want to be there for that camera.
That media
You
gonna
talking to
be
somebody
there.
that know.
You
That's
sure
why they
right.
put it on, so it could come right in your TV screen.
This wasn't no damn. This
Man,
right
come
before the election. He been waiting for this
You
moment.
gotta have
We know
some.
him.
It's all about media coverage.
Yep. And
Miss
it's gonna be
Biggs.
Right on
5
her.
gonna be there, 25, 66,
If I got
the
to-
Journal, Flint Beat, all of them gonna be
If
there.
I got to
Media
drive
coverage.
Miss Biggs on 4 flats, we gonna be there.
I know that's
I
right.
promise you that. Say I don't even want to hear. If I got to drive there on 4 flats, see you there today.
All right, I gotta
Peace
get out.
out,
All
family.
right.